Hey everybody, Dean Graziosi, welcome to the Weekly Wisdom. It's such an honor and a pleasure to have you back or joining us for the first time. Today I want to talk about God's delays are not God's denials. We've all heard that for years. And I want to give you an example in my life, and let's see how it could relate to you and your life, because this is about you. It's not about me. I hope you see that every single week. I try to deliver you the wisdom that works in your life. I don't ever want to say, oh, I'm great, look what I've done, just follow me. I hope that you see that I work really hard to, be down there on the ground with you while we all try to climb to another level of life, right? If we're not climbing, we're sliding. And I hope you see, I hope I'm behind you, pushing you, pulling you, doing whatever I can to get you to go to that next level of life that you absolutely deserve. But I'm going to tell you a little story about me. I think I shared this with you guys about 10 or 11 years ago. I was going through a big transformation in my life, business-wise, life-wise, thinking-wise. And that's when I stumbled on Tony Robbins and his EDGE program. And when I did that, I had not read hardly any books in my entire life. I mean, I'm pretty transparent about that. I didn't read a lot of books. I didn't go to seminars, and I got the CDs. I'm like, let me give it a try. And there were some things in there that totally transformed my life and helped me. Like, the crappy stories we tell each other. I got that from Tony. Focusing on solutions, limiting beliefs, like the things that we tell ourselves and say out loud or even say in our brain that hold us back and we don't realize it. Well, I took that. I only listened to him for about a week, and I never listened to him again. But at the end of that week, I knew what an impact it made on my life. And I journal, and I wrote in my journal, someday I'd like to meet Tony Robbins and partner with him. And I took that journal, and when it was done, and tossed it in a drawer and left it, and 10 years went by. And my business went to another level, life went to another level. I took some of those foundational principles I learned from Tony, and I grew and developed my own, and ones that I knew that got me to that point in my life. I had already been really successful. I was just going through a weird phase in my life, but not the success that I saw over the last 10 years of just exponential growth and changing so many lives and being able to live on this experience on camera and finding my unique ability to inspire and motivate and share and be a unique investor and all those types of things, and hopefully show everyone a path. So then about a year ago, maybe even less than a year, a good friend of mine said, hey, you and Tony Robbins should meet. You're just so much alike and so much similar energy. So I'm like, yeah, I've been wanting to meet Tony for a while. Well, we made a connection. We became good friends. And I want to tell you, this week on Wednesday, I'm flying to Tokyo to be with Tony on stage in front of, I don't know, we're going to see probably 10, 12,000 people. And when we're done with Tokyo, we're going to Shanghai. And between those two places, over 10,000 people. And I'm going to be on stage with Tony. The first time he's ever had anybody else on stage where I'm going to share the path to investing in American real estate and share the stage with someone that 10 years ago I wrote in a journal that I would love to be his partner. I'd love to know him or just serve him and help him. I mean, Tony transformed my life. I would do this for Tony for nothing because of what he did for me. But it's going to be a financial gain for everybody, the people in the audience, for Tony, myself. But at the end of the day, like I said, I would do it for free just because it was one of my goals. Now, why do I bring that up? Because sometimes I even take things for granted. I listened to those tapes, I wrote that down. And if I wanted to be that pessimist or looking at the glass half full or have a scarcity mindset, I could I got super successful and did hundreds of millions of dollars in deals in life, and I never met Tony. Man, that was one of my wishes. But it just wasn't the time. When I think about it now, I was supposed to meet Tony at this exact moment in my life. I wasn't mature enough before. I wasn't ready before. I wasn't so good on stage before. Literally, I've been doing an event a month in Las Vegas, the Buying Summit, for almost 4 years now, which got me so familiar and easy to be on camera. That was my preparation. That delay prepared me for the moment I met Tony, for the amazing relationship we had, the bond we have, how much I care about that guy, and now I'm going to be on his stages helping transform more lives on a big mass scale. So now, let's forget about me for a moment. Yes, that's something I'm proud of, but I want this to be about you. What in your life has been a wish, a goal, a prayer that you thought was denied? And maybe it's just delayed because you weren't prepared or you weren't ready or it wasn't the right time in life. What I'd love for you to do this week is I would love for you to take an hour and have no one around and try to just be with yourself. Be in the moment. Don't think about yesterday, meaning for the stress-wise. Don't think about what could go wrong tomorrow. And just live in the moment for a minute. or for an hour. And I want you to go back in life and look at all the things that at one time you wished for or you prayed for, and it didn't come true right away. But then think about, did a version of that or a better version eventually be there if you stuck with it, if you didn't give up? I'd bet to say there's a lot more than you could possibly imagine, a lot more you'll be grateful for and go, oh my God, I wished for kids when I was in high school and I have 2 amazing children. Or I wished for a spouse that would support me and be there for me, and I got that. Or I was in a really horrible relationship and I was hoping it would end and I couldn't find a way out, but it eventually got better, or it did end. I don't know what it is, but I know when I look in my life, everything that I put out to the universe, put up to God, whatever you choose, whatever I put out there with passion and said that is going to be a part of my life, whether it's now or someday, it all comes to be true. So I want you to look back at what did happen and what was answered or what did come true. And I want you to forget about thinking it's not working or it didn't happen and say it is going to happen. There's no doubt. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get there today, but I will get there. I will be that person. I will have that success. I will live the life I'm supposed to. And it's going to come to me because I'm not giving up. That's my message for today. I hope that you can really grab a hold of that and find the gratitude I find in knowing that if you put it out there, if you get the education and you stick with it, everything is possible. Even if your back's against the wall or you think it's too late, it's not. And if you are watching us on iTunes, if you're watching us on YouTube, go to deansfreebook.com. I just got done with a brand new book 2 weeks ago. It's called Dean Graziosi Student Secrets. We had our students, we ran a contest, and thousands of secrets came in from my students. Amazing ones. We narrowed it down to about 130 pages of secrets. We compiled it in a book. Everybody's loving it. It's brand new. And guess what? It's free. Not free plus shipping, not free, and it's free. And it's a powerful book. So go to deansfreebook.com, or if you're at deangraziosi.com, you can go up here, click the little button, opt in, boom, the book will immediately be sent to you, and there's a great video to watch when you're done. I'm Dean Graziosi. I'll talk to you next week.